Some homes carry like a theme, like a story, and that story passes on to the next person that rents or purchases the place. He passes, his energies stay. So now your prosperity is handicapped until you clear that.
Is it possible to gain control over your life by controlling your spaces? Join the world-renowned psychic researcher FRANCESFOX as she reveals the hidden secrets that our spaces hold and how they can affect our fate and prosperity.
I consider myself a type of detective. I'm here to kind of train you to look at your life, look at your spaces, and understand what it is that can be influencing you and what you can do to change it. The spaces where we're at have energy, there's intention, there's thoughts, there's emotions, there's conflict, there's joy, and it gets transferred over into ourselves, the part of us that you could call your energy field, your aura. That is a tremendous influence on us, many times overwhelming what our true intentions are. And a diagnosis of your life is a diagnosis of your spaces. Bingo and interesting. We got a room here, it's an office. Internet addiction. Internet addiction. Talk to me about your computer addiction.
Well, I think you're right.
That internet addiction is affecting her ability to grow.
In order to generate more revenue for her business, Frances suggested to Amelia that she shift her intentions towards making money and address her internet addiction by minimizing her time on the computer.
Hola. Hi, how are you?
Before Frances came to the reading, I was content but knew that why didn't I make more money?
Let's go through here and see what it is that we find. We do know from the owner that sales augmented 40%. It was just attention that she needed. But in my letting her know what I found, she was able to turn her attention to what her intention is, which is to make money. This is where, oh dear. This is, I'm not picking up internet addiction and the computer is closed. This is good. Even if it's just a discipline thing to where she's trying to do what it is that I suggested with my reading.
She kind of emphasized the things that I need to pay more attention to, and right away I saw a difference.
This, as you play it, emits a sound, and that sound moves energy. It moves congestions of depression, of anger, moves congestions of emotions and of images. Listen up. Throughout history, it has been known that sound can heal. And you can have the benefit of a healing with a crystal bowl like this. And you can have the benefit of a purification of your spaces. Be interesting to see if your boss lets you drag it along to work so that all those bad energies can be cleared also. We have a presence on the chair, a substantial presence. Are there some kind of messes with house papers?
Oh.
Okay, because he's telling me that. Are you dealing with issues of how am I going to handle the finances?
Absolutely.
Do you have a massive depression when you see what it is that you need to do and deal with? Okay.
You know, one of those things that takes your breath away.
In the case of Sandra and the trapped spirit of her late husband, Frances advised her to purify her home through the use of flowers, purification music, and spirit release therapy.
This was a fascinating house to read. In this particular case, the house has an energy, a theme, a story of entrapment. The first owners, one of them died and one became ill and became entrapped in the upstairs and also entrapped in her body. And Sandra and her husband purchased the house when the lady passed, and Sandra's husband, not that long after, became entrapped in his body because of a disease and eventually entrapped in part of the house. That is not an unusual happening. Let's go and see what happened to the space where I found the spirit of her husband and see if he's gone. We certainly did enough to help him to go into the light, but let's check it out and see what the energy feels like. This is the room where I found the spirit of your husband.
Yes.
And I'm checking, even as I'm speaking to you, I'm putting out my feelers and he's not here anymore.
Frances, I'd really like you to look at this room again. and see.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought we would have wanted to have avoided this.
No, it's
Okay.
where I want to be.
Okay. A lot of times with females that are single, which of course you are because you're a widow now, they have an awful lot on their walls and accessories that have to just single females or Madonna figures. So I'm looking around this room and there's a lot of single females. Okay? This is a bar and you probably have 20 females. Who's this?
My granddaughter.
Your granddaughter,
Alessandra.
still female. That's still mother energy. And you have a female here who does not look happy. That's you. You
my
look beautiful,
husband's favorite.
but you don't look happy. You look very regal, but you are definitely very alone. And then you have a single female and another single female. If we create an image in our head, we can make it happen on the physical plane, on the physical dimension.
Oh.
All the images that you're getting are going to leave you alone. Very elegant, but alone. And not necessarily having a lot of fun. So change the images, okay?
Okay.
So pay attention to what happened in the home that you live in or the home that you might be considering purchasing, because chances are you're going to be reliving the history of the previous owners. If you're not doing well, there's two parts of your house that have to do with that: the career section and also the prosperity section. Chances are if you're not doing well in either one of those departments, those sections of your home are not in ideal state. There is basically a hysteria here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There is, it's hysterical, the energy. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. There is a hysteria having to do with career profession. And is that accurate?
That's accurate.
Okay.
She pointed out that it was, in her words, hysteria, and how that represented the link to my career. And it just so happens that I am going through a major career change right now.
Okay, I have a headache. Since I walked into the house, I have a headache. My head is not good. Was your head clear? Do you get headaches? Mm-hmm. You get headaches. I've got a headache.
Yeah.
I never get headaches. So, do you live alone?
With my daughter.
Well, one of the things we parents need to know is that whatever's going on with us transfers to our kids. So
She gets headaches. After Frances being here, I'm motivated.
Clearing your home is a process. It's a re-educating yourself in terms of the way you see your house. It's a reorienting of yourself also towards nature.
She very much hit the nail on the head.
You get a grip on your spaces, you're getting a grip on your life.
Discover how Frances reads the energy of our homes, our workplace, and our surroundings to help us create a better environment for ourselves and each other.
Your spaces are everything. You're not aware of it. You haven't been taught that because we haven't given enough importance to the other dimensions. It's time now for you to become master of your destiny.
We invite you to come along and let Frances Fox give your space an energetic makeover on Frances Fox Reveals Your Spaces.
Do it. You'll be very pleased with the results.